mainstream. And today, we're breaking down the crazy story of how he went from a street savage to linking up with superstars like Drake and Kanye. Let's get right into it. Lil Durk came up on the south side of Chicago in an area called Inglewood. A lot of kids in the city grow up without their dads around, but Durk's situation was a lot crazier than most. When he was 7 months old, his dad was sentenced to life in prison for allegedly running a huge crack operation. Big Durk was locked in with Larry Hoover, the legendary Chicago gang leader who created the Gangster Disciples all the way back in 1965. Big Durk was running the streets and had a lot of people working for him. And back in the day, he was cool with the BDs too. The BDs and GDs had been locked in a deadly war for years. And when Big Durk was moving heavyweight back in the day, the two crews wasn't even beefing. According to Big Durk, the war started in his hood after some BD leaders thought they should have more territory. Big Durk was running the game and his family should have been taken care of. But then, the whole thing came crashing down. Big Durk and 3 of his top affiliates got hit with life sentences after Big Durk's cousin, Tasha Woods, testified against him. And when the cops raided Big Durk's storage unit, they found $1 million in cash and 10 bricks of cocaine. Even though Lil Durk's dad was locked up before he even really knew him, they kept a good relationship over the years and talked on the phone almost every day. Big Durk didn't want his kids to end up like him and try to keep him out of the streets. But sometimes, it's not that simple when you come up in a place like Chicago. Lil Durk's mom had to take care of him and all of his siblings, and back then, they were just struggling to survive. Durk says they were so broke that some days, they didn't even have food to eat. Durk knew he had to step up and help the family, so he hopped off the porch at just 10 years old and started hustling. Durk had dreams of making it out of the streets through basketball, but eventually, he realized it wasn't going to work and he had to switch up his plans. He started dropping tracks in 2010 and created his OTF crew, but it wasn't until he caught a gun charge in 2011 that he decided to take music seriously. He was sentenced to 3 months in jail for the weapon case and got out on bond, but then he was sent back for another 87 days. While he was locked up, Durk's first child was born, and he realized that he had to switch up how he moved. Durk knew how growing up without his dad made everything harder, and he didn't want his own son to have the same experience. In the interview, he said, "What really broke it down was I had my son while I was locked up, so that really affected me. That really put the toll on me like, oh yeah, I gotta change." When Durk got back out, he had 2 options: go hard with the music or get even deeper in the streets. He was a broke high school dropout living with his mom and had a newborn son. And Durk said he was not eating, getting locked up, no focus, no guidance. But instead of going down the same path his dad and most people in the area did, Durk hopped in the booth and got to work. He dropped the track Sneak Dissin' and I'm a Hitter, which picked up some buzz in the city. And that's when Durk knew he could make it in the game. He used MySpace to build up an audience and dropped his debut mixtape in 2011. Durk followed it up with 2 more projects, then in December 2012, he dropped the track that changed everything. The GDs and BDs were already beefing at this point, but L's anthem